Okay, so two, three things that I have to discuss in this session. It's like, see, try to understand. Ayushi, please mute yourself if possible. Yes, thank you. ठीक है और बाकी लोगों को कैमरों में च्युइंगम चिपकी हुई है तो अलग बात है else you can turn on I guess ठीक है तो अभी हम माइनॉरिटी में तो that's why I'm saying else it's fine. uh, See, two, three things that we have to discuss. See, when January was there, whenever we started this batch, I told you that we will be shifting little bit from the January onwards, and from Feb onwards, we'll be intensively prelims oriented. So, try to understand first fact that this is the last month where you can do the answer writing and all. This will be your last month. Okay. Post 15th say or 20th January, I will not suggest anyone to write on sorry essays. उससे पहले whosoever is writing certainly review करूंगा timely I will give call according to myself. ठीक है. So still two calls are pending I guess with Gopal and Brijesh. You guys reminded me very late. Okay. So hopefully I will cover that within this weekend only. Rest I have already completed the same one by one. Next thing na January is a very special month because first you write 24 you can see the attempt 24 simple सा logic है ना whenever you write 24 it's attempt 24 by the time some of you have did answer writing some of you had good amount of practice when it comes to answer writing. Okay, some of you were like average, some of you did not. Now let me tell you very frankly, those who did good, you can practice, be happy about it. Those who did not practice enough, okay, you can see if you have a kind of tinge of answer writing, now you know how to address and all. So one on call, I have already told you guys whether you are on this direction, on that direction, and all. Okay, so you can come to the at least decent answer writing level. So if you're doing good kind of thing, if you're average, you can reach above average. But if you are the below average wala person, na, suppose you are not writing that good. Okay, these 15 days can bring you to the average side. And believe me, whosoever clear the prelims with the average answer writing, if gives all whatever at his or her disposal, can clear the mains. I cannot guarantee rank and all, to be very honest. At least I can say you can clear the mains. Okay, वो interview experience वाला तक can be there. Because you know that this year 2023, I'm just running interview batch. Okay, what am I finding that people who were clearing prelims for the very first time, they are giving the interview. First time I'm saying almost 70% Janta is the first timer in the interview. First timers. All of them. Reason? The play that UPSC did with the prelims. You all are victim of same as well. So what I can sense, good aspirants were eliminated in that case. Okay. So first thing. So yes, if they can do, you too can do. You have to be at average. Next, I might sound harsh, but I'm famous for the same. Okay, those who haven't done anything or on the zero side of the answer writing practice, congratulations. You can start your prelims preparation. I will say from the January in itself, or you can take a little bit chill because in January you should not peak yourself. Okay, I will clear what is peak yourself. See, remember we started answer writing somewhere in September, I guess. Correct? And I told you guys that whosoever is writing will be writing good, whosoever is consistent. Remember it? Now, when you look at the topper's copy and all, it was not like that thing that, nahi, theek hai, I'm writing kind of a good answer only. You too have that sense, ki, yeah, I'm on that pace at least. है ना? That feeling is there with you. You peaked where? Remember November, December? I told you guys that 15 November to some December and you will be peaking yourself. January will be like again going down. One simple reason January is like in northern India, you are like cold temperature and also certainly you have to productivity goes down. रजाई में पड़े रहना है, that's it. है ना? But at the same time, you are really going down with when it comes to productivity. You cannot peak every time, na? Struggle is true struggle strategy. I hope all of you remember. You cannot keep struggling. You need truce period. So whenever I'm saying your productivity or peak is going down, it's a truce period only. Shifting time. Okay. So suppose if you start prelims prepare full fledged from the January itself. So what happened? You guys will be peaking somewhere no somewhere between March, 15th of March peak kar jaoge, whatever be your productivity is. And once you peak there, what happens over there? By end of April, you will be not in the peak positions, or say within the uh, April 15 or 16 only. You will peak down because Fab end you will be peaking somewhere. And maximum peak will be attained somewhere in the March. Okay. So again, your peak performance will go down, and April performance once you go down, those of you who have prepared early prelims last year, you will be able to relate. Then you will feel in April, I cannot do anything. I'm unable to recall anything. I have to do this much. I have to do this much, and you will not be able to do anything. Yeah, this motivational words and all from the mentors, from the toppers and all, these are the bullshits. To be very honest, once you enter into discipline, that is what it is going to take you to clear the prelims. Simple sa logic. Fine. So if you peak, then it means within the April you're peaking down, and May period where you have to maintain your momentum, you will get the peak early. Okay, because May pressure exam is there, but that 15-20 days of upside down na, will let you down in your prelims preparation. Okay, it won't be that beneficial. So that's why I say we have to start efforts for peaking somewhere in the February. Okay, so first thing that I have to mention to you guys, from now onwards, prelims time increase. Okay, right now if you're giving 1 hour, 2 hour in the first week, second week it will be 2.5 to 3.5 hours. Third week it will be somewhere 4 to 5 hours. Fourth week, especially after 26th of January, it should be somewhere 5 to 6 hours. So that when you enter into Fab, you enter with the at least 6-7 hours, and you reach 8 to 10 hour wala bracket, 8 to 10 hour wala bracket somewhere in mid of Fab. That you keep consistent in 2.5 months. That is the real time that you can be a competent enough with the 2.5 months. Okay. And May will be the pressure situation. As I said, even if you want to peak down, you won't be able to. Reason for the same, 24 attempt, 24 attempt. Okay. That's why May will be your peak performance. So it's kind you will just enhance your productivity. So this is my plan that I had to share you in the transition month. Okay. So those who have shared your email ID, I have just created the sheet. So hopefully you all will be getting notifications on your email. Okay. So sheet presently have I guess 4 columns. First is like Prem Patel. Okay. Then PYQ solving. Then PYQ paper year wise. I've given you the on every weekend you have to complete one paper. Let me clear it again. In the math side, you need not to practice a reading comprehensions. Okay, I was saying reasoning comprehensions mixture. Okay, it happens. Age के साथ हो जाता है. Fine. So reading comprehensions you have to practice. Then sorry, you don't have to practice. Then you have to go for you will be having 4 columns: week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Okay, so week 1 I have asked you to give 5 minutes each for the uh, Prem Patel. Just let me know how many days out of 6 you were able to give. Sunday I consider off days, you can enjoy. Okay, you can complete the backlogs and all. PYQ solving, from the last session I have said 5 PYQ you have to solve. So first week litna hi hai. Then PYQ paper year wise you have to say completed or not. Okay, you have to just type out there. You will be finding your name within that list also. Okay, you have to just whatever you have to write in front of your name. Similarly for the week 4. Okay, like week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Fine. So it should be like week 1. Then you can say yeah PYQ done. Okay, this is how it is. Okay. Hmm. Done. So this is my plan for you for this month. Okay. So now again, category A students, those who have good amount of answer writing, I really am proud of you. Okay. It takes hell lot of shit to do anything after failing prelims. Okay. So what I will suggest you guys, even if you write, do not write IS mentor circle questions. I really do not care. If you belong from category 1, you should shoot PYQs. Got it? And those who are done with the PYQs, come again with the full answers. I'm happy with you as well. Fine. Then category B, those one the average side. Even if you write one question per day now, not two, you are just shifting to the prelims. It might be anything else that is bothering you. Shift it out. Write quality answers. More topper copy analysis. More and more topper copy analysis. Okay, you need. So topper copy analysis can be done by category A as well. No need to worry. Category A can try for essays. Category B, I will say stop. Okay, it's better to write only introduction and conclusion. Okay, category C, अब कुछ नहीं होगा. This is also a reality. So better to shift in the prelims mode. Okay, on the main side, now you have one option. You know that I've completed ethics on a regular basis, and that paper has different answer writing approach as well. You will be finding n number of sessions and number of discussions and all. Others are still less, I will say. Ethics has been done upside down. Okay, so category 3 people, still we have 25 months. Prove me wrong. At least go for one paper. Shoot it out. If you have completed the syllabus of GS3, it's fine. If not, GS4 to sabne kar liya, I know. Shoot it up. Go find in your channel from where ethics questions are there, what you have left. Complete it. You have the discussions and all. Means GS 1, 2, 3 paper has same kind of answer writing approach. But I cannot say same for ethics. Got it? I cannot say same for ethics. So once you enter into the ethics mode, you during suppose you clear the prelims as well. So if you prepare 1, 2, 3 paper, at least you know that my ethics is prepared. And once ethics is prepared, it's easy for any mentor, any person to guide you for the essays. So if you are writing mains, you can just revise ethics, go for ethics essay combination, and by that time GS1 is a Faddu subject, you need not to worry about it. GS2, 3 concentration. If you do that, high chances that you clear the mains as well. High chances. Obviously efforts lagte hai, not the kind of effort that you have put up for the being in category 3. Don't take it personally, but yes, you belong to the same. If the health issues there, that is completely fine. No one could have stopped, but only like excuses. I've seen people writing this examination even after death of their family members. Okay, I might sound illogical, harsh, and whatever, but this is how this exam marks. It's not a one day 100-meter game event. It's a marathon. You have to run daily. Okay, fine. Sorted. Sorted. है? So I guess January month strategy all of you have, whichever category you belong, you can shoot it up. Pick. Then what next? See, January is also important month from the perspective of when you say transition. Okay, so in the transition, one more thing you should take care of. whosoever it is, means whichever category you belong now. You should be clear from where I have to read history. Sir asked me to read old NCERT, but I have read a spectrum as well. So what should I do? Shall I ask the sir? Yes. For this, solution will be go for the old NCERT as a reference book, spectrum summary as your revision notes. Okay, got it. Similarly, I'm doing Lakshmikant. Do I have to add anything or not? So this is your homework for your next session. You all should be clear with the for what subject what I have to approach. Okay, so those who have the economics 2 NCRTs and the Amrunal's videos, you will finding no notes for the prelims and all. So for example, if one says me what to do with economics, I do not understand anything. So I will say follow any coaching institutes, material, sectional test, two or three, or if not that institute, take two institutes, solve it. If get 0 marks, I do not care. Go and read the explanation part. Once you read the explanation part, all the things that you do not know or you do not understand is a part of that explanation. So no need to go for the no notes, no new notes and all. It's completely fine from my side. No need to go for reading 1200 page Munal and all. Okay. Suppose Divyanshi comes to me, "Arey sir, what to do with this history? No question is from the NCERT, and you ask to do me an NCERT. I can do only 5 7 questions. It's completely fine. I have told you that you have to do PYQs on the regular basis. For AMAC, bole to ancient medieval art and culture. You can also follow notes making kind of thing. Remember, I have told for history you can do research and all. Okay, even if you think you need to read the books like Palasi to Partition and all, no need to purchase it. Go for the any test series. Divyanshi, solve it. Sectional test. That will be your fodder for the prelims preparation then. Okay. So we will do all these things in the February itself. So those who are done with the targets, okay, I shall be creating only one channel for the prelims, be it any batch. Okay. Next targets will be posted over there. Okay, so these are the new things that you will be following, or those who will be following it. Prelims is not about doing what. It's not like that. You know that some of you completed all the mains 65. Some of you are still on the target 17, 16, 14. Okay, you all belongs to same batch. It's not like that. No one amongst you have been ill or something like that. Every one of you had some issues in the past. Okay, so they are only, no need to worry about it. Okay, now it's time to grind. Okay, till now I used to say, okay, health is not okay, rest. Now if you someone says, sir, my health is not okay, I will say, okay, fine. Instead of studying 7 hours, if possible study 6.5 hours. Okay, so not like that, but still you have to study. Fine. So this is how things will be, I will say, opening for you guys from the now onwards. Okay, sorted. Okay, so let's have certain questions, at least 4 5 questions we can have. Or you want, why guys want to have some doubts first? First, let me have the questions, at least 4 5 questions with the approaches of the GS3. Then you guys can open up the discussion. I will stop the recording then. Na? Okay. So last question, day 15 GS3. How is science interwoven deeply with our lives? What are the striking changes in agriculture triggered by the science-based technology? Okay. So if I go for this question, first I have to understand what is the demand. So it's science and society. Question is what? Science and society. considering the agriculture. So first I will say science has ensured that Indian agriculture from importer of food, say public law 480 वाला food, ठीक है, we became exporters of food. Introduction itself, छोटा सा. Then I'll talk about the science based technologies, high yielding varieties and all. ये भी तो सब science based technologies and all. Different dimensions. First, production side. What science based technologies in the production side? Okay. Then marketing side, E-NAM and all science based technology, yeah. Okay. Then production and marketing you are done. Then increasing the shelf life. Okay. When you say increasing the shelf life, not only about cold storage, BT, brinjal and all, biotech, those areas from. Okay. Then what is that? Suppose Lachi is a farmer and she is receiving SMSs from ISRO side that okay, this is your weather department. It might rain, it might do this, so you can sow this. Agriculture extension services, 4 5 points. And then the government initiatives for the same. Watershed management, without science, it cannot be there, na? Science is there also. So different forms and then government initiatives. Fine. Then first part, how is science interwoven deeply with our lives? You say science is there for solving the society problems. Simple. Then conclusion, I guess you guys can conclude. Okay, conclusion is like you can mention now we have to also think about AI and all. How AI can help in the agriculture. How IR 4.0 is going to have the impact on agriculture. That's how I think science will be improving through AI now. How it is going to help. If you haven't read about it, go and search. Explain the underlying concept of intricate working mechanism of green hydrogen production. So this is a total technical question. You have to search. You cannot answer without reading it. Okay. And recently green hydrogen mission and all, hydrogen car and all are in news. That's why this question has been asked. So again, third question bhi barbaad sa hai, so I will not be discussing much. Okay. Day 14. How does light pollution disrupt ecosystem, human health, and our celestial connections? So you have to talk about the light. Then analyze the interplay between progress and preserving darkness, suggesting creative solution to mitigate its negative impact. Okay. So whenever you get such a technical questions, you have to more talk about the interventions. Oh, sorry, inventions, not interventions. So recent inventions in such cases, how darkness is being okay. Then dark matter and all research. This is how you should treat this question. Okay. So apart from that, like if talk about the ecosystem, so life beneath the sea, no where no light is there. Okay, remote sensing and all वाला जो area होता है, so you have to interconnect these things. Then you say critically evaluate the implication of effectiveness of forest conservation amendment rules of 20 in achieving sustainable forest management, biodiversity conservation. Whenever you get such rules and all, so remember these rules are not for the being for the first time. They were already there. So what new amendments are focusing upon? Your answer should focus upon that area. Okay. So when you mention the changes, you also try to why these changes were required. Why sudden these changes were required? Okay. So now due to these changes, what impact they will have. This way you check the flow and structure of your answer. Okay. How significantly do you think biased news channels play a role in fueling communal tensions and inciting riots in India? So you can directly answer this question. What are the keywords in this concept? Sensitization of news, sensationalization of news. Okay, news as a product, not as a information. ठीक है. Third, TRP based value of the channel. Means your TRP is not doing it, means you are not number one channel. Okay. How many of you have read Indian Express before the advent of UPSC? सबके घर में Times of India आ रहा था. Simple. All the logic of TRP only. Fine. So what other parts you say? Like social media. So earlier the newspapers were the only. I'm giving these, you have not to explain, but I'm giving you the perspective only. Earlier in the social media, you have to tell. Sorry, earlier only the newspaper was the media, and only the newspaper is the media, well researched, well everything. Now social media, you are just in race. That particular news channel should not publish before I. तो ट्विटर पे तो डाल ही दो. रेस्ट ऑफ द लिंक यू just post the link keeps on the information updating. You will find these kind of 1729 ist recently updated date within that tab only. Okay, so this answer needs to be answered from the security perspective as well. Fine. And then no I you were about to say regulation of the social media news and all. Quick response, we do not have that kind of person now. Okay. In your opinion, what steps would be undertaken to ensure accountability and prevent such channels from disturbing communal harmony? First, always regulation. Then post regulation, you can talk about the things like when you say come with the self regulation regulatory code and all. News channels come na. Simple सा logic है there as well. ठीक है. Then basically whenever you deal such things, you have to deal in three manner. First, institution manner. Create an institution. Second, self regulation. Then society receptive. Suppose they are peddling phase new or fake news or the communalism and all, and I know that this is a bullshit. If I'm not going to consume, why they will throw it up? So triple or three pronged strategy. You have to take into the do the capacity building of the consumption, those who are consumers as well, na, means general public. I'm not going into more points. I'm just giving the perspective that I think you could have missed. Okay. Discuss the recent measures initiated in disaster management by Government of India, departing from the earlier reactive approach. So this is nothing but Sendai framework. Okay. If you have written the Sendai framework, it is there. Sendai framework is first understand the governance, understand the disaster governance and all. Okay. Then if you understand, then you take the actions. Then you become the resilience. Okay. This is how Sendai framework. There are 3-4 points. Do read about it. And 3 B's: build back better. 3 R's: reconstruction, rehabilitation, and recovery. Uh, in those 6 points, Sendai framework is done. This is what government has adopted in the very recent times. Okay, if it is there, more than enough. Yes. Okay, so discuss about the vulnerability of India to landslides related hazards. Give examples including salient features, major disaster caused by landslides. First, you have to tell about the area that has been prone to the facts. ऐसे यहाँ पे कुछ याद कर लेने चाहिए. Some facts are need to be mugged up. Here, what percentage of land mass of India is prone to landslides? ठीक. Then second, go for the profiling. ठीक है. ठीक है. When you go for the profiling, you tell which kind of landslide is there. Snow का is there, mountain वाला side is there, debris वाला side is there. So when you understand these things, you will be able to put the solutions better, I will say. ठीक है. That is how you have to say. Then mitigation impact while proposing the major developmental projects. Here you have to mention that tunnel issue and all, sinking of Joshimath. ठीक है. Because these things are very there. NTPC, eh, like organization, how they can be more proactive, BROs and all. Okay. So when you mention these organizations with them, recently something has happened, you actually enrich your answer. Got it? Okay. So you say rehabilitation of human settlements is one of the important environmental impacts which always attracts controversy. While planning major projects, discuss the measures suggested for mitigation of impact while proposing the major developmental projects. See, basically, it's talking about relocation and all. Okay. So it says rehabilitation of human settlements is one of the important environmental impacts, which always attract controversy while planning major effects. So it is like recently, you know, na environment impacts assessment EIA and SIA. So when both comes, that is the real thing. In such answers, you have to write pointers of EIA and SIA. Fine. Discuss the measures suggested for mitigation this impact while proposing measure. This is the measure. These are the measures. So here you have to go for the in answers case study based approach. Recently, how India has improved, how India has helped, these kind of things. Discuss about the vulnerability of the India to landslide related hazards. Give examples including the salient features of major disasters. हो गया ये. ठीक है.
सर
थोड़ा सा इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी के ले लेता हूँ क्वेश्चन, उसके बाद अभी 2 मिनट और रुक जा दिव्यांशी. आई विल ओपन अप द सेशन. है ना. थोड़े से इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी के क्वेश्चंस ले रहा हूँ मैं. आई गेस एनवायरनमेंट बहुत हो गया. यू गॉट द अप्रोच. ठीक है. तो कीपिंग इन द व्यू India's internal security, analyze impact of cross border cyber attacks, also discuss defensive measures against these sophisticated attacks. See, whenever it's about the cross border cyber attacks, it means China is involved. Pakistan की इतनी औकात नहीं है. Pakistan is not that I will say big threat to us now. ठीक है. Also discuss the defensive measure against these sophisticated attacks. So remember net grade, CTNS and all, big data and all, whatever the government is doing. So one thing that you must have read in your 365 critical infrastructure and Indian response to defend the same. This is the answer for the same. ठीक है. Analyze the impact of cross-border cyber attacks. Impact. Okay, so right now most of the countries cannot afford to fight India directly. Not even China. You might seem that China is very strong, but see, China cannot put all the force in against the India. Vietnam भी पेल देगा one side से. It's like that. Okay, but at the same time, when you talk about India, Sri Lanka, Maldives can never think of fighting from the south. They will be wiped out. Okay, but India can put its all the effort in the 2.5 front war. So India is readying itself for it. But China, for China, it's not 2.5. It's a multiple front. If it tries to engage India solely, what do you think? China and Russia has a very good relations. No, they are together just because of USA. Land this issue is between them as well. So even Russia will not think this is the right time. International relation is a game of power. ठीक है, जीरो सम गेम। PSI आर स्टूडेंट विल बी एबल टू रिलेट बेटर। ठीक है। So impact you will be analyzing in multiple perspective, crucial perspective. Someone attacks my banking system, my money is zero. It means I will question my government trust issue, economical impacts. Okay, someone just dismantled Sensex and all information zero. India is in loss. That effect. Then you come for the social impact. Then come for the political impact. Different effects are there. In the realm of internal security, the role of media and social networking site has become a subject of intense scrutiny. The controversies surrounding platforms like Twitter, Facebook have raised the crucial questions about their influence and the impact. See, from influencing elections, from influencing fake news, inciting violence, all things have to be mentioned over there. Apart from that, another issue, deep fake. Okay, remember a number of like celebrities were said that as if their uh, obscene pictures, videos are being made viral. So that is the thing. Keeping in the view India's internal security, analyze the impact of cross-border cyber attacks. Okay. So analyze the complexity in terrorism causes linkages, obstructions, links. Okay. So what happens now? Organized crime. Let me tell you, organized crime is like when the crime is run like an organization. They have a proper HR. They recruit you. They pay you salary on the timely basis. They payroll you how many bomb blasts you did, how many people you killed. They will give you appraisal. Right now you are only Sipahi, then you will be commander for the Lashkar, then you will be designated that the international terrorist. Basically organized ways. Okay. And when they are organized, they do need money. And now bank में नहीं खोलेगा ना कि मैं लश्कर तो बाकी आतंकवादी रिक्रूट करूंगा so that you can pay salary account and all. So what they enter into other crimes as well. Arms trade, drugs trade, human trafficking. So generally, whenever such situations are there, a number of crimes together enter into the picture. It's not like the when if Kriti is involved in arms trade. If Kriti is involved in arms trade, she must be involved in human trafficking, drug trafficking, sub. Fine. Chalo. Don't take it personal. It was just an example. I did not say Kriti Jain as well. Okay. So when we say it causes linkages and obnoxious nexus, this was the term. Okay. Also suggest measures required to be taken to eradicate the menace of terrorism. Terrorism you have to defeat into first cut the financial supply. Even I'm sorry, blockchain technology is being used. Okay, you have to cut the financial supply. Second, you have to cut the human intelligence available to them, local intelligence available to them. Any terrorist attack, any Naxalite attack, or anything cannot happen without local support. So if in your answer you are not writing this to control any such minutes, you have to also ensure that you should also ensure local intelligence is no more over there. Why suddenly everything is good in 370 after 370 in Jammu Kashmir? Reason people are engaged in employment. They do not need 500 rupees or terrorist. What it? Okay, how can the IB raw address their intelligence failure and challenges? Basically, whenever we talk about the intelligence, it's also about the actionable intelligence. Okay, which comes with the convergence. If I say something to Kriti, Kriti can this can happen, and Brijesh comes, yes, Kriti, this can happen. It means convergence. Kriti can take action. Else we do not have. Second, trust deficit within these organizations. What is trust deficit? Whether if I pass the information, I do not know whether IB personnel is trustable or not. So you have to think on these perspective as well. Okay. Share your opinion, suggest innovative approaches for improvement. So you have to talk about the convergence, okay, confirmation of then actionable intelligence. You need sound based system as well. See, even terrorists get the local support to do the actions of their part. We too need to have the local support to stop the actions from our part. जब तक local support will not come and tell you, you cannot say, yeah, we'll stop. In the complex security situation, how do security forces agencies of balance challenges of operating without AFSPA? So this is a good question. It was an article. So some material, I guess you guys would have got directly. Okay, Manipur was the special case. So it was more of less like we have to deal with outsiders, not insiders. There we do not need AFSPA. Insiders are almost sound. Okay, and whenever we have any secessionist movement, we can use the required force. Right wing extremism wala, I guess I have already discussed. है ना? Fine. So I guess these many questions are more than enough for the today's. Okay, let me stop the recording. Then you guys can shoot your questions one by one.